Hello and welcome to TradeUP Tuesday with me, Bettina Mensch, where I like to share ideas with you to reduce the toxins in your world, as well as environmentally unfriendly packaging products. Today, I'm going to encourage you to stop using weed. No, not the kind you smoke, but weed killer. In particular, those weed killers that use the ingredient glyphosate, which is the main ingredient in Monsanto's Roundup product, which has been linked to serious cancer issues. Did you know that in 2017, Bayer acquired Monsanto for $66 billion? Now, isn't that awesome that the same company that brings us baby aspirin also brings us cancer-causing weed killer? I want to give you a couple of facts about Monsanto, Roundup, Bayer. And that is that last year, a jury ordered Bayer to pay $2 billion to a couple who used glyphosate-ridden herbicide for decades on their lawn and who both suffered from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Over 52,000 additional lawsuits have been filed and are pending from others who have the same deadly blood cancer. In June of this year, just a couple of months ago, Bayer agreed to settle over 100,000 Roundup cancer lawsuits, agreeing to pay up to $9.6 billion to settle those claims, and an additional $1.5 billion for any future claims. So instead of removing this product from the store shelves, Bayer Monsanto is trying to settle the lawsuits and keep selling products that contain the glyphosate. And under the terms of the deal, Roundup, which will maintain its brand name, Monsanto will go away, but Roundup will remain the brand name of the product. It will be continuing to be sold in the United States without any hazardous warning on the label. Just so that you know, Roundup is not the only product that has glyphosates. Others include Ortho, Rodeo Aquatic Herbicide, and Eraser. So glyphosate doesn't just harm people. It also kills milkweed, which is the only food source for monarch butterflies. And over 90% of the monarch population has disappeared over just the last 20 years, in part because of herbicides. In addition to that, researchers have found that glyphosate has impeded the growth of bee larvae, impacted their ability to navigate and find food, and has disrupted their gut microbiome, making them much more vulnerable to infection and disease. And I think we all have heard how important bees are to our food source. 41 countries have either banned or severely restricted the use of glyphosate, including Germany, which is significant because Bayer was founded in Germany, and that's where its headquarters remain. In spite of that, if all of that information is out there to 41 other countries, it's shocking that the United States continues to use glyphosate as its #1 ingredient in its herbicides, and that over 250 million tons of glyphosate are spread over our farm fields. So would you like to know what the crops are that have the highest residual level of glyphosates? Now, these are not organic products. These are non-organic crops, and they include carrots, sweet potato, quinoa, peas, tea and herbal teas, meat and dairy, corn, oats, and popular processed foods that we give to our kids and we also enjoy, such as hummus, granola bars, breakfast cereals, oat products, pasta, crackers, chickpea flour, pizza, and lentils. A new study found that on average, the levels of glyphosates in adults and children dropped by more than 70% when an organic diet was established, and with major reductions seen in just 3 days. So another great reason why shopping for organic foods is so important, because it doesn't include these terrible chemicals. So what can you do about it? Well, number one, if you have a landscaping company that you use, you may want to ask them, what product are they spraying onto your lawn? If you have pets and your dogs are going out and sniffing on the grass or nuzzling in the grass, you just might want to think about, what are they getting on their bodies? If that company that you are using is using Roundup, which is the most popular herbicide, you may want to consider switching to an organic company that is using safer products. If you are using Roundup yourself around your home, there are organic herbicides that you might consider. There are just a couple I'm going to tell you the brand names of, but you can go online and Google organic herbicides and find the same information I did. One is called Green Match, which uses 5% lemongrass oil, lemongrass essential oil. So not only is lemongrass a great insecticide and herbicide, but it's also fantastic in a diffuser. It is a warming oil. It's really wonderful for circulation. It smells fantastic. A lot of people love lemongrass. It's often found in different kinds of Asian foods, and this is a great one to think about, lemongrass. Weed Zap is another organic herbicide, and it uses 45% clove oil and 45% cinnamon oil. Now, clove oil is one that you might know is very beneficial for toothaches. It also discourages the desire for smoking. So clove is a great one. You can put it right onto the gum if you have a toothache. It's also great for things like warts. So clove is great for killing weeds, also great for other physical aspects of the body. And then cinnamon, as you know, smells beautiful. It's a very warming oil, and it has a lot of really fantastic benefits to the circulatory system as well. So these are 3 oils that I love to use because I'm all about the essential oils. These are natural, and isn't it amazing that it can kill weeds and do amazing things for your physical body? Also, there's a homemade herbicide. Now, I'm going to tell you what are the ingredients in this super simple organic herbicide that you can make at home. However, I would really recommend that you test it on your own plants to make sure that it doesn't actually kill something that you love. A lot of these gentler kinds of herbicides work really well on small, young weeds, not long living weeds that have grown up, very tall in your yard. They're a little bit hardier at that point. So do test it out. All it is a half a gallon of vinegar, a half a cup of salt, and 2 tablespoons of dish soap. Isn't that awesome? So I hope that this has been helpful for you to consider how you might get rid of this chemical in your life, if it currently is in your life, because when we use it ourselves, we get it on our skin, we breathe it in. When it's in the ground, it goes into the groundwater and ultimately can go into our drinking water, which impacts people who have well water, but it also can go into our city water as well. Consider the alternatives. Use something organic or make your own. I hope this has been helpful for you. I appreciate you being here today on the Tuesday Trade Up with me, Bettina Mensch. If I can help you with getting some of these delightfully aromatic and useful essential oils into your life, please let me know. Bye for now.